Are you brokenhearted, frustrated, looking for a new direction? Then you are in the right place. Inspirational Moment is a show that uplifts the human spirit and seeks to set the captives free by breaking the barriers of your self-doubt. Host Dr. Daryl Green is an acclaimed columnist and lecturer, speaks to the next generation of leaders in our world. Here's your host, Dr. Daryl Green.
Are you broken-hearted, frustrated, looking for a new direction? Then you're in the right place, friend. Welcome to Inspirational Moments, a show that uplifts the human spirit and seeks to set the captive free by breaking the barriers of self-doubt. I'm Dr. Daryl Green. I'm going to be your host as we go on this journey. We have a great show. Many people are in despair with the economy. Many individuals can't see how to overcome these problems. But we have someone here today that's going to help you solve those problems. Noriko Chapman is a native of Japan. She moved to Maryville community in search of the great American dream. This lady is a busy woman. She's a working mother. She's a manager. She's an MBA student. Matter of fact, one of my brightest students. She's a global traveler and a new author. She recently has published her first book, Second Chance. Welcome, Noriko.
Thank you, Dr. Green.
Well, I'm so excited to have you here. I know our audience can't wait to hear you talk a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about Noriko and your experiences.
Well, I'm Noriko I Chapman.
Now, I couldn't have said that. You're better than I am.
24 years ago, I moved to the United States with the great American dream, and I keep on dreaming. I am now a mother of 2 children and currently attending Lincoln Memorial University Graduate School. I have been employed by Denso Manufacturing Tennessee Automobile Part Company for 17 years. And I work as a supervisor for Instrument Cluster Division, production control, specializing in mass production, service parts, new product, warehouse operations, and supply chain.
Wow. Now, I'm originally from Louisiana, and coming to Tennessee was a little bit of culture shock for me. You know, looking at a lot of orange. Talk to us a little bit about who most influenced your life when you were growing up in Japan.
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm influenced by my grandmother. She's 99 years old, lives in Japan. She has taught me to treat people with respect, be strong, and be courageous. During the World War II, she lost her husband and brother in the Philippines. During and after the war, she ran a family business while she was raising her 2 small children, my father and uncle. She also found other women struggling to survive under the difficult circumstance. And she soon established a non-profit organization with the government help and served as a chairperson for 24 years to help widows, single mothers in the community. She never remarried, but devoted all of her life to her family, company, employees, and women who needed help in the community. So she has been my hero and inspiration.
Wow. Now, I know that was a long time ago. How old is your grandmother?
99 years old.
99 years old. So her taking that male role, being involved with male, was non-traditional. Is that where you get your feistiness, your independence, your strong will? Is that attributed to your grandmother?
That is true. Yes, it was unfortunate for her to lost her husband and brother, but she was the only woman in the family, and then she had no choice to run the business.
Now, one of the things that you did mention that was interesting, that she worked with a nonprofit. Now, you recently have been working with one of the local nonprofit organizations in Tennessee, trying to help them raise the money. Can you talk a little bit about what you're doing, what they do? I think it's with the disabled. To tell the audience a little bit about that organization and how you connected.
The Second Chance, a new book. In the book, I talk about one of the nonprofit organizations, which is Tennessee Rehabilitation Center in Maryville, and helping individuals with a disability mentally or physically to learn work skills to seek successful long-term employment. And recently, they're dealing with this funding issue. Like other nonprofit organizations, the federal or local government and cut budget, and then they're trying to raise the remaining $72,000 and to secure fiscal year budget to keep their door open. So I'm hoping the local government recognize that center to be beneficial to the community, and hopefully they will provide the remaining fund.
How did you feel your first time going into the center and seeing people with challenges? How did you connect with the individuals that were in the program? Did you make some sort of connection with them in terms of what they were doing?
Yes, I was inspired by the hardworking staff and the individual with disability, and also the gratitude to have a life and motivation to get a job, and similar good gratitude after I went through a cancer, back to school and back to work.
Well, you're a new author, got a lot of influence becoming an author. So many people want to write a book. They spend several years thinking about a book. Well, you've done it. You've done it in less than a year. And talk to me about the title. What does it mean, Second Chance? And tell us something about the book. People that hadn't read a chance to get the book, and they should get the book. Talk a little bit about what the title means to you.
The title, The Second Chance, again, is for the individual with a disability, have a chance to gain employment. And also second chance for me, go back to school and back to work after surviving the cancer. And also, I was going to say.
You were saying about the book Second Chance. Everybody needs a second chance.
That's correct.
And I think that's very important that we don't give up on anybody. You mentioned the people at the center, that you don't give up on anybody. What were some of the challenges in putting that book together? It seems, I've looked at it, I've worked with you on it, I was very impressed with it. What were some of the challenges that you faced in putting this book together?
Well, Dr. Green, it was not so much challenge, because I call this as the God's project, because all came together for me. God prepared this project with the right timing and convenient location, hardworking people, and Dr. Green, your challenge to have a student publish a book.
And I think that's a many are called, but few are chosen, and certainly that is the case with you. You talked a little about second chance, and we all want second chances. But what would you say to those individuals that are dealing with obstacles? What kind of tips would you give them in order to rebound and to do better, to get a second chance?
Believe obstacles are just temporary setbacks. And solutions are there, we just don't see it yet. So we must be patient enough to wait for right timing, maybe find the different avenues to achieve goals and our dreams.
We're running out of time. It's such a wonderful show. Listen to the second chance opportunities. How individuals get this book second chance. How do individuals get it? Very, very nice design. How do they get it? And how do they reach you? Those individuals that might want you to come speak at the church, the mosque, go to the university. How do they reach you in those fashions?
Books are now available at the bookstores or different online distributors as Amazon.com. I can be reached through social media as Facebook.
Well, we've had a very powerful show. My spirit's been lifted. Again, Inspirational Moments is a show that designed to lift the human spirits, seek to set the captives free by breaking the barriers of your own self-doubt.